Now that I'm a little over a third of the way through this little video series here, I figured it'd be good to kind of offer a little bit of advice. A lot of these vlogs are obviously just my mindset about writing, kind of my opinion on the project I'm working on, updating everyone on where I'm at. But, obviously you still want to give a little bit back here. You obviously want to give some advice with this too. And so I figure since we're over a month into this thing, I figured it's time to give some solid advice here. So here it is. If you are someone who is either a beginning to intermediate level writer, and really even advanced writer, but certainly like beginning to intermediate level writer, this is the protocol I would give to you. So if you came to me, if you're like kind of like one of my students here, if I was tutoring you, this is the program that I would recommend. The first thing is to write roughly 20 pages a month. So over the course of a month, write 20 pages and make them well edited pages. So I guess for context there, we're talking on a word count of certainly under 10,000 words, certainly. And with it, making the words crisp. So not just a first draft, not a second draft, but try to aim to get a really, really crisp 20 pages done. Some might want to substitute this and do maybe a short story. That's certainly fine as well, but aim for about 20 pages and actually clarify double-spaced. Double-spaced pages over the course of 1 month. In that same month, read 2 books and analyze one of those books for yourself. And what I mean by that basically is after you're done reading one of those books, kind of sit down and think about what technique, like what single technique the author did really, really, really well that pulled you in. Like a certain aspect of the writing that just really hooked you. Really take some time and think about that. It could be the dialogue was amazing. It could be the descriptions were very, very vivid. But more into the prose, it could be a very good use of voice, a very good use of language, maybe amazing symbolism and metaphor. Perhaps that was great. Think about the things that just seem to click. It could be everything, even from the way that paragraphs and even sentences are structured. I remember my favorite authors, Tesha Moshfegh, and boy, her sentences are just the best I've ever read. At least one of the best I've ever read. Very, very simple, and yet just they do so much when you read them. Think of something like that. So, of the 2 books you read, pick one that really stuck with you that month, and sit down, kind of think it out for like an hour, and go over and be like, man, these couple sections here really worked, and this is why. All right. And that, if you do that for a year, just think, 20 double-spaced pages, obviously in a year times, that's 240 double-spaced pages, 120 single-space freaking pages of a novel. That'd be freaking amazing in a year, especially if you get really good, like really crisp prose. You would be doing better than the pace I'm at right now. I'll put it that way. But yeah, man, that's what I would recommend is try to get to that sort of pace and try to maintain it. And I think you'll find that your writing in a year will be phenomenally better than where you start. It's rather simple. It's rather simple, right? Just 20 well-written words, 20 well-written pages in a month, in reading 2 books and just kind of analyzing one of them. That's not a lot. In some ways it is, but if you're already writing, it's not. I imagine I'm not asking much more than what you would normally do. Most writers are probably reading at least 2 books a month. All right, I'd hope you are, at least. I know life gets in the way and all that stuff, but really 2 books should be kind of your general pace if you're a writer. Certainly there are periods of time where I stop reading for a bit. I get bored and all that stuff. But if you're in the thick of it, if you're trying to improve, like really, really pushing yourself, I'd say 2 books is pretty doable. But yeah, so for anyone that's trying to kind of improve, kind of move past a plateau in your work, give that a try and let me know how it does for you.